We got a smoked fish stop recommended by Jody, and then we stopped in Houghton for lunch before we headed to Bootjack. Mark had to have a goodie. I was searching every restaurant to see if we got it. We made it to Bootjack, and this is a really special place because every year when we were children, this is where our parents brought us for our vacation. The cottage that we stayed in has been taken down, but this is the land it was on. And so Mark and I really wanted to just boondock on the land. Our cousin has bought the land and is going to build a summer cottage on it, but he said, yeah, sure, go up and use it. So we did, and the lake was so calm, so beautiful, but the flies were out. So, and look how clear that water is, just gorgeous. The dock is still here, and so Mark and I got set up and checked that out. That was the path that went down to the beach, and the rug was still there. So Mark got a weed whacker out of the red barn, and he made a path, and we relaxed. And then the next day we headed into Calumet. Calumet is where my grandmother lived, and the Verton store is the family-owned store that they had up there. And the history behind that is amazing. And then there's churches all over Calumet, like in every corner, and it's a small town. So we headed back to Bootjack after Calumet and just hung out by the water, but the flies were just all around us. I mean, I was like, they were biting. And so we hung out there for a little bit, but then we had to get in the water. And I'm not a person to get in this water, but I did it because the flies were out, and I made it to Candy Rock. Just had to do that for my family. So I'm on Candy Rock, and I did walk out there. Then we set up some netting so we could sit outside and just hang out a little bit without the flies bothering us. And so Mark got his salt gun out and got ready to get any flies that got in. And then I took the kayak out. The flies were still out, so I had to keep moving. But I had to get out on the kayak and just get out on the lake while we were there, because I did not want to miss kayaking on that Torch Bay. And so went out, did that, and then the evening was coming to an end. I probably got out there about 8:30, and we ended our trip there, and the next day we took off and headed to Porcupine Mountain.